Well, hello and welcome. I'm Dr. J. Piamonte, and in this video, we're going to be talking about how to strengthen your core, your hips, and your back. You see, all these muscles interact and coordinate with each other, and by strengthening them on a regular, consistent basis, you can improve your physical functioning, you can prevent injuries, and improve your overall quality of life and enhance your athletic performance. Research has shown that by doing regular core stability exercises, you can increase your stability and improve your balance. Core stability exercises, or CSE, have now been shown in research to improve non-specific lower back pain. That is, they improve the overall quality of life by allowing us to function better with more range of motion and less pain and discomfort. When we're talking about the core muscles, we're really talking about the muscles around your pelvic floor. When you contract these muscles, they help to stop the flow of urine midstream. It's the same feeling of drawing your belly button towards your spine and tucking your tailbone under. Whereas the muscles of your hip are the muscles like your glutes and your hip rotators that allow the motion to go through the hip joint, whether moving forwards, backwards, side to side, or rotating in or out. Now your back muscles are essentially the muscles going up your spine. This includes the erector spinae, the transverse spinalis, as well as the QL, the quadratus lumborum. And so as you can see, these muscles are interconnected with each other, moving the hip, the lower back, and around your SI or your sacroiliac joint. So when you combine all these muscles together, they have to coordinate and work with each other and create a balance across the body. As you can see, the lower cross pattern, or also known as lower cross syndrome, is very typical when the abdominals and the glutes begin to lose their tone, and the other side is when the muscles of the lower back and the hip flexors become overly tight. Therefore, we want to focus on strengthening the core and the abdominals, strengthening the hip and the gluteal muscles, while doing flexibility and stretches for the hip flexors, like iliopsoas and rectus femoris of your quadriceps, along with stretching the lower back muscles like the erector spinae and the QL quadratus lumborum. So now that you know a little more about the core, let's take you through a simple series you can do at home for core strengthening exercises that will also help your hip and your lower back. First, begin in a seated position. You can also do this standing or laying down. We're going to begin with pelvic floor activation using your breath. Start by contracting the muscles around your pelvic floor as if you were going to stop the flow of urine midstream. So begin with a full deep exhale, contract those muscles. You'll feel your belly button draw towards your spine and your tailbone tuck under. We're going to hold for 10 seconds. As you feel those core muscles contract, you can gradually increase that contraction a little bit more for 3, 2, 1, then relax. And you can continue doing this simple exercise anywhere, anytime, starting with holding for 10 seconds, and gradually you can work up to 1 minute. Next, practice core strength pulses. So now we're going to pulse and contract these muscles 10 times in a row. And again, as you contract these muscles, feel your tailbone tuck under, and each time, exhale, contract, inhale, relax, and continue this pattern, counting to the number of 10. Inhale, contract, exhale, relax. Very good. You can already start to feel a little bit more warmth, a little bit more circulation as you activate these muscles. You can repeat this pattern of pulsing and holding 3 or more times, and from here you can work up to 30 pulses or even more. From here, we're going to move into the next exercise, which is the plank and side plank. So starting in a plank position, if this is uncomfortable for your wrists or shoulders, you can always move down towards your elbows. If you need to, you can lower down and rest your knees on the ground. We're going to begin holding for 10 to 12 seconds. Contract the pelvic floor and hold this position, drawing your awareness and all the muscular strength right towards your center line, feeling the muscles of the shoulder, the legs, hips, and core all engaged through the back. Very good. Now from here, we're going to begin to incorporate some hip circles. First, move in one direction about 10 times, circling your hips, drawing first small to larger circles. After 10 times, then switch and go the other way. Start off nice and small, and you can get larger and larger as needed. Now from here, you can begin to move into figure eight motions with the hips. Now with the figure eight motions, try to keep your shoulders and your heels stabilized. You can also put your heels up against a wall to keep your feet directly in place. As you do these hip circles, the benefits include pumping the lymph around the major center in your lower back called the cisterna chyli, as well as increasing range of motion and activating the muscles around your back, your hips, and your core. From here, you can move into side planks, just shifting to one side. This can be on the hand or down on the elbow, and holding for 10 to 12 seconds. Once you have that down, you can move up to 30 seconds or even longer. Then switch and do the other side. There's all kinds of variations that you can do with contracting the muscles of the hip, gradually lifting them up and down, and you can even do small circles from the side plank position if you'd like, but I just prefer to hold the side plank position to activate the side abdominal muscles and the muscles that help to stabilize the hip and the spine. From here, we're going to move on to our back and work on our bridges. The bridge position is excellent for contracting the muscles of the back, the glutes, and stretching the muscles of the hip flexors that often become tight. Just simply lay on your back, place your feet flat on the ground with your knees up. Try to keep your knees in alignment with your hips. As you inhale, lift your hips up towards the sky, gently pressing into the ground with your feet, your shoulders, and a little bit with your hands on the back of your head. As you exhale, slowly lower the back down. Try to keep your back flat on the ground, and as you finish your exhalation, bring your knees up to your chest to get a nice stretch. And you can repeat this several times or as many as you'd like. And now you can add in side-to-side motions. This really helps to stretch and open the lower back, and you can even move into circles around the lower back, getting that nice motion through the SI joint around your sacrum and your lower back. It's kind of like giving yourself a lower back massage. Next, we're going to move into a tabletop position, doing spinal rolling, moving with the breath. In yoga, this is often referred to as cat and camel position, but you're going to imagine you're rolling your spine both directions. As you exhale, you're going to tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone under as you lift your mid-back up to the sky. Good. And as you inhale, relax the back down, drawing your belly button toward the ground. You're going to roll the hips back, looking up towards the sky with your neck. Good. That's it. Now moving with your breath. As you exhale, tuck the chin, tuck your tailbone, lift your mid-back up to the sky. And as you inhale, lower the belly down and continue this along, anywhere from 10 up to 20 times or even more if you'd like. In the tabletop position, once you feel your spine warmed up, we can now move into leg and arm extensions. So we're going to reach the opposite arm and the opposite leg out, straightening, hold for a moment, and gradually lower down and switch. This creates a reflex coordinating our cross extensors of the opposite arm and opposite leg, keeping the abdominal and the core muscles contracted, activating the glutes, stabilizing the lower back. How many you should do? Well, that's up to you. Listen to your body. Start off with 10 or 12, and as you become more proficient, you can increase the number. This is great to do before a workout to warm up the body or afterwards to cool down and activate your core. Now, last thing I like to do is using ankle weight exercises to increase the strength and the power of the hips, making sure that you activate all the muscles of your hips. So first, in the standing position with the ankle weights on, I'm using 5-pound ankle weights. You can start off lighter or certainly from there work up to heavier. We're going to begin with standing hip movements of flexion, and you can lift the knee and hold, gradually lower down and moving into extension. If you need to, you can hold on to something nearby to improve your stability. This forces the standing leg to contract, allowing you to improve the balance of the body. From here, you can gradually begin to move into rotations with your hips moving in both directions. In the body, if you consider 3 dimensions, every joint, every part of the body needs to move forward, backward, side to side, and rotate both directions. If you incorporate those directions in any exercise or rehab, you'll be holistically approaching the body and getting all the directions possible. The other benefit for ankle weights is side-lying leg lifts. This is great to contract all the muscles of your glutes to tone your hips and strengthen the gluteal muscles. Lay on your side with your ankle weights on and simply lifting your upper leg towards the sky. Start off nice and slow, focusing on good form and keeping your legs straight. And you can gradually begin to get a little faster, but you don't want to move too fast. I like to do at least 12 up to building to 30, 50, and once you're getting really proficient, I'll do 100 side-lying leg lifts when I'm training for events such as distance running, triathlon, and other competitive racing. And the final is doing walking lunges with rotation. Begin by inhaling, and as you exhale, take a big step forward into the lunge position. Gently rotate side to side with your body. Come back to center, and then to the other side. Take a big step forward. You can rotate side to side, and then repeat going the other direction. If you're doing this outside, you can continue taking large steps all the way forward as far as you'd like to go. Again, you can use 10 to 12 to begin, and gradually working up to the amount the body's desired. So try these core strengthening exercises and remember that whichever you do on a consistent daily basis is going to make the best improvements and gains, as strengthening the core, the hips, and the back are going to improve the physical function, help prevent injury, and enhance your athletic performance. So thank you very much. Always listen to your body and make sure that you never do anything that causes significant pain, discomfort, and always consult a healthcare professional if you have any questions or any concerns. And most importantly, have fun. Thank you so much. Check out the rest of the videos. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment below, and I'll see you next time.